Good evening. Ira Epstein with your Metal Market Wrap-Up, and this wrap-up is for Tuesday, and this is the 12th of April, 2022, 6:50 p.m. Central Time. What a day, a head fake day. This is what you call that. You come in, you get a hot CPI number, 8.5% roughly. You're sitting there with core CPI down 0.2 from where they thought it would be. The market takes a look at that and explodes to the upside in all the stock indices. Then as the afternoon goes on, Leo Brainerd, she'll be the vice chair of the Fed, comes out and she's talking about, no, it doesn't matter, the Fed's going full bore, raising interest rates, running off the balance sheet, and the air starts coming out of the market, and the market slips back. You did get a boost in some markets, such as energy, off the fact that Shanghai, the crack is starting to happen, finally, where the government is saying, okay, we're going to let the financial hub people in some manner go back to work. We'll do this in stages, but you're at the beginning of the opening, and that's going to set up markets like the copper market, obviously. And copper, it's down here, but it's back into the 470s. It certainly set off the energy markets. They ran $6 a barrel gain today with that. And the inflation story, it's alive, it's well, it's not going anywhere for a long time. And gold did well with it. Gold got into, and you're down $6 tonight. You're 1975. So the 2000 level we're talking about, still a very possible target. When we take a look at the correction that had been happening, if the market were to end this way at the end of the week, it's up 1.5%. You got to get through tonight and then Thursday. Remember, Good Friday's coming, so you have an abbreviated week. When we take a look at the action, you've been coming up, but I wouldn't call that breakout action. You still have a pattern of a lower low and a higher high in terms of what the swing line study is doing, and it measures lows and highs, and this was around 1918, and that's 1916-20. The market has done a nice job of staying over the 18-week average of closes, which is the red line, which puts the Bollinger Band as the likely target, and guess where you're at. So this is what for 3 days has been holding the market back. Got to pay attention to those Bollinger Bands. You're basically in a sideways market caught by the upper and lower Bollinger Band from there to there. You've tightened the range in a bit, but that's what you've got, and you're overbought. I wish I could tell you it's all systems go, and if it goes, c'est la vie. That's not what I'm seeing on the chart. I'm not bearish. It's just you're at resistance. I like what I'm seeing on the gold-silver ratio. Just the other day, here's where we were. We were coming down. This is Monday. This is today. Boom, all the way back down under it. So the market's making a statement, having taken out this low, that was a correction. Is silver ready to go? Why would silver be ready to go? Again, I'm going to repeat. If China, I don't care if it starts in Shanghai or somewhere else, if the government feels they can start reversing course and getting things open again, it's just a question of time then where the demand comes in for the metals and the government throws money at the economy to get it out of this malaise that it's in. Those events, I think, will happen. Where did silver stop? If you knew nothing else, and you don't because you have me here, if you rally, you know what I was said yesterday. If the market goes anywhere, you have resistance there, support here, I think you're caught in the Bollinger Bands. You went right to that top today and you backed off. So my analysis, I think, is on the money. You're not in a trend yet. Copper's been in a downtrend because you've closed the Chinese factories. So you backed off. You're trying to find your support against this. You're not in an uptrend. The resistance is clear. It's at 472. Let's call it 60. We'll round it. And if you take out this high, let me get to that exactly here. 476.55, you're out of the downtrend. The dilemma is, even if you take it out and you buy there, if you buy over that high, hoping to get to the Bollinger Band and you have a stop under the low, the risk rewards are all wrong. Number two, you're caught in a narrow Bollinger Band. This is not the place to be. Can't make it simpler than that. Do I think copper's going higher? I've stuck my neck out. I said it's going to have a 5 in front of it. I believe that. In the platinum market, you have lower highs, lower lows. I was reading an article just now that Airbus is asking the European Union not to put sanctions on titanium exports out of Russia. It needs it. They say there's not enough there to hurt the Russian economy, but it will certainly cripple them because they use so much titanium in their planes. Just want you to know. I just read that article tonight. Lower highs, lower lows, still a bear trend. Is the market in oversold territory? Well, any reading under 30 is oversold. Nothing there. In the Palladium market, this is where I think the battle will begin. And I think the pros are buying it here. I think they're going to have stops under the recent lows, and I think they're looking for up here because now that they know two of the Russian giants have been barred from the London Metals Exchange from delivering palladium, you have 25% less supply deliverable against the contracts that are created on that exchange. And remember, this is a big, expensive market. Every penny in this market, well, each tick, one tick is $50. Two ticks make up a point, and a full point, and that means you're at $100. Now think, when you're moving in this market, $23 at a shot, how much money that is. This is a big league market, not for the average person, but worth watching. The dollar index, you're in a resistance point, trying to develop the embedded reading to continue moving higher. Higher lows, higher highs. Admittedly, I don't think you'll stay over that Bollinger Band very long if you get over it, but it's pushing on it, and if it embeds, and has it, let's count together here, we can do that. Both numbers were not on Friday over 80. They were on Monday. They were on the close on Tuesday, and when the market opens tonight, we'll see if they can stay there, but my guess is they'll be into a resistance point when they reopen. So you put it all together and you scratch your head. I know I was watching today going, okay, look at the stock market. Where do you think it held to get the rally going? And on the break back today when it came down, where do you think it held? You got to watch my financial video because I'm going to cover that for you. But in the meantime, I warned this morning my subscribers what was coming, in the sense that the market's looking for a CPI number, could be hot. I did the report at 5:30 in the morning. 7:30 the report comes out. It's right where it is. We cover all the things to do, and many times I say I don't want you to do anything. That in itself is worth money, believe it or not, because it's a question of how you put this all together. So you get not only my research, we are, as of tonight, adding all the Linn research. Now, that's $500 a year if you get all their written research. So we're going to be adding that as well to all this. So how do you get all this? Well, it's simple. All you need to do is go to our website. You can also, by the way, at any point, just click right here. It'll take you right to the area you have to be to read about it. What do I do? How do I do it? That's the way to do this. So right now, take your cursor, move it up, click, enjoy. I'm Ira Epstein. I'll see you tomorrow.